Class 11, Chapter 8, The Unit of Life, Cell. So, today we look the introduction. When you look around, you see both living and non-living things. You must have wondered and asked yourself, what it is that makes an organism living? Or what is that inanimate thing does not which a living thing has? The answer to this presence of the basic unit of life, the basic unit of life, the cell in all living organisms. All living organisms are composed of cells. Some of the composed of single cell are called unicellular, whereas like others are composed of multicellular cells. Now, what is a cell? Unicellular organisms are capable of independent existence and performing essential function. Anything less than a complete structure of cell does not ensure independent living. Hence, cell is the fundamental structure and functional unit of living being. Antoine Leeuwenhoek first saw and described a live cell. Robert Brown later discovered the nucleus. The invention of the microscope and its improvement leading to the electron microscope revealed all the structures detail of cell. Then the cell theory. In 1838, Matthew Skeldin, and German botanist, and examined a large number of plants, observed that all plants are composed of different kind of cells, form of tissues of plant at about the same time. Theodore Squarin, a British zoologist, studied different types of animal cell and reported that cell had a thin outer layer, which is today known as the plasma membrane. He also concluded, based on his studies on plant tissues, that presence of cell wall is unique character in plant cells. On the basis of this, Squarin proposed the hypothesis of bodies of animal and plant composed of cells and product of cells. Skeldin and Schwann together formulated cell theory. The theory, however, did not explain how new cells are formed. Rudolf Virchow 1855 first explained cell divide and new cells are formed from pre-existing cells. Omnis cellula e cellula. He modified the hypothesis of Squarin and Schwann to give the theory of final shape. The cell theory as understood today. All living organisms are composed of cells. 8.3 An overview of cell. You have earlier observed cell is an onion peel of or human cheek cell under microscope. Let us recollect their structure. The onion cell, which is typically plant cell, has distinct cell wall as outer boundary and is within its cell membrane. The cell of human cheek have outer membrane as delimiting structure of cell. Inside each cell is dense membrane bound structure called nucleus. The nucleus contains chromosomes which turns into genetic material. DNA cells that have membrane-bounded nuclei are called eukaryotic, whereas cells that lack of membrane-bound nucleolus are prokaryotic. In both prokaryotic and eukaryotic, semi-fluid matrix called cytoplasm occupies the volume of cells. Cytoplasm is the main arena of cellular activities in both the plant and animal cells. Various chemical reactions occurs in keeping of the cell in the living state. Besides the nucleus, the eukaryotic cells have outer membrane distinct structure called organelles, like the endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi apparatus, Golgi complex, lysosome, mitochondria, microbodies, and vacuoles. The prokaryotic cells lack such membrane-bound organelles. Ribosomes are non-membrane-bound organelles found in all both eukaryotic as well as prokaryotic. Within the cell, ribosomes are not found only in cytoplasm but also within two organelles, chloroplast and mitochondria, or on rough endoplasmic reticulum. Animal cells contains another non-membrane bound organelle is called centriosome, which helps in cell division. Cells differ greatly in size, shape, activities. For example, mycoplasm, the smallest cell is 0.3 micrometer in length, while bacteria could be 3 to 5 micrometer. The largest isolated single cell is egg of ostrich. Among multicellular organisms, human red blood cells are about 7 micrometer in diameter. Nerve cell is the longest cell. Cells vary greatly in shape and size. They may be disc-like, polygonal, columnar, cuboidal, thread-like, or even irregular. The shape of cell may vary to the function they perform. And here is diagram 8.1 showing different shape of cell. Nerve cell, branched and long, red blood cell, round and concave, biconcave. White blood cells, amoeboid. Columnar epithelial cells, long and narrow, are tracheaed, elongated. Mesophyll cells, round